Hey there everyone, time for another vlog. That's right, I'm back after being gone from last week, and it actually gave me an interesting topic to focus on. This week I want to talk about what I kind of like to call a guilt complex. And what that is whenever I feel really sick or something like I did this week. In fact, I've still got a bit of a scratchy, coughy throat. Every now and then it gets really bad, but for the most part I can make content again and be perfectly fine and not be annoying to you guys where I'm coughing every third breath. But it does get me to thinking, any time that I have to skip making content for you guys, I sometimes genuinely feel guilty about it, and I sat back and thought, well, now why? Why do I feel guilty about this? Because surely you guys will be fine with that if I'm so ill that I can't get words out of my face in the first place. And honestly, the interaction I've had with you guys, my audience, you would be okay with it. You'd be perfectly fine with it. But why do I feel it? I think it's because I have this connection with you guys as an audience. Even the people that I haven't interacted with, that I know still watch these videos and listen to the podcast and everything like that, I still feel this connection with you guys. And with more analysis, I've realized it's not necessarily me having a guilt complex. It's me having a complex of I haven't got to talk to my friends, which is something that I had to deal with this week, as well as last week. I first had the little problem with my epilepsy, and then I got that horrible cold. Which, by the way, side note, the most amazing thing happened this morning, where I put the cough syrup on the counter without thinking about it. You know how, ignore that, you know how ants will swarm to something. I've got an ant problem in this place. I really need to take care of it, to be honest. Little buggers are swarming everywhere. But they took to that cough syrup because it was a bit sweet, and this morning, instead of being annoyed that I had a bunch of ants to clean up after, I went, I've got a bunch of high ants on my table, because you could tell the way they were wriggling around and stuff, they got stoned on cough syrup pretty much. Because think of it this way, it's the equivalent of me drinking an entire container of cough syrup about this big, and bigger than this, but for an ant, one tiny drop is like, whoa. So just think about that and you realize why they were stoned out of their minds. It was just something hilarious that I found myself looking at, and what can I say? Along with you just having heard me cough. But yeah, I miss you guys whenever I don't get to do my content, and I don't see that as a bad thing. I see it as a good thing. But feeling guilty, that's something I'm going to have to work on. So anyway, if you guys want to find all of my other vlogs that I've been doing, go to tscn.tv/vlog. And next week, we are going to have a special guest appear on the vlog. And, well, I won't spoil who it is, but you might want to get a sip of tea or something. Anyway, see you guys, and, well, live your life. Bye! This has been a production of the Samcast Network. tscn.tv. What's your passion?